Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope, and Nay Rob on YouTube. Now, let's talk to Blac Chyna and Rob. Okay, guys. The first thing I want to say is, Blac Chyna is from the DMV. Let me say this: she's not really DMV. Her mother is absolutely DMV, and we range from ratchet, some people call it ghetto, to educated, but we pretty much have the same foundation. We all have the same accent. We kind of have that same swag. We just all, we just, you can tell, we can tell each other. And when I look at Tony Tokyo, she's enjoyable to me because she just reminds me of a level of us. Down here, what happens, and I'm pretty sure it happens in other areas also, like when you are from the city, like not the new city, the old city, because DC has went through a process of regentrification. And what happens is uh, the women my age, when they have their children, they move their children to the outskirts of the DMV. Well, not the DMV, but the city, like Charles County, Montgomery County, um, Frederick County, just the counties outside of the main part, and which would be considered a hood, and to give your child an opportunity to grow up in a less aggressive lifestyle, let's say that, so that you don't want your child to lead or live the lifestyle that you led, when you were growing up. And I see that in Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna is indeed from Charles County. So let me touch on a couple of things that I found important about the show. She said that what is the most talked about thing about their relationship is that she's a gold digger. And Rob brought up a very valid fact when he said, people act like I have hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's not the case, And when you think about it, Rob said on the show that he was, basically he didn't leave out the house for 3 or 4 years. So I would think that whatever money he does have, his mother and his sister gives it to him. And he said that basically people say that his mom and sisters spoil him, and I believe they do. I think they do. I think they know that he is struggling with depression. Now, Scott was on the show. Scott Disick, Courtney's baby father, was on the show, and he was like, well, are you sure you're not struggling with some type of mental illness? And he was like, no, I'm good. Basically, when Blac Chyna came around, she helped me to come out of my depression. And he spoke about the woman that he was with before. She really did a number on him. And I'm like, who is he talking about? Is it Adrienne Bailon? Because Adrienne Bailon, that was a while ago. He was like, he was messed up, and Blac Chyna came around to help him. And she broke down the story. She was saying how she was very, very close with Kim Kardashian. And then something had happened where Tiger, well, not something, but, as you guys know, Tiger started dating Kylie. And she said as a result of that, she distanced herself from the Kardashians. Not because it wasn't because of the Kardashians that she stopped being cool with the Kardashians. It was because of her. And who wouldn't distance themselves? You have shame after that. The man that I loved, she said she was really hurt about that because she was loving Tiger. And, all of a sudden he just decided, oh, I don't want to be here no more. I'm about to, yeah, that over there. I'm about to do that. I choose that. Said that Rob had, she had went to one of King's, her and Tiger's baby's birthday party, and Rob was there. And Rob had started texting her like a year, for about a year, or I forget how long, but he had been pursuing her. And then she finally gave in. And then when they met, they just instantaneously hit it off. He really liked her because he was feeling like she was making him a better person. And when Rob said that he liked her relationship with her son, with her and Tiger's son, and he had made the decision that, oh, I want this to be my baby mother, and I want her to give me 8 kids. Well, they had been trying for about a month before she actually got pregnant, and I'm like saying to myself, self, dang, what did they do? Just went on a date and just made the decision, sit down, and was like, okay, this is date number 2. We're gonna start soon. Baby King Cairo has a nanny because the nanny's on a show. Her good Judy from that she met down in Miami. I think her name is Paige. And let me speak on it. And it was another guy in there. I don't know his name. Forgive me. But they also touched on how Rob is a mama's boy. And I think part of that is like that mother and son dynamic is always like a tight thing. Ladies, put below, why do you think that the mom and the son dynamic is so strong and nurturing, but when it comes down to the mom and the daughter, especially the oldest daughter, it's always friggin' drama. I don't understand that, but it's just crazy how I see moms, like shelter and nurture the boy the way that, I don't know. And it's an apparent difference for how she treats the daughters and how she treats the son. Anyway, the show closed out with Blac Chyna screaming into the phone, hollering. Now she is pregnant, them hormones are raging, but she's screaming in the phone because she would not allow him to go into her phone. And I think that, I made crack jokes. I said that's because she's still, texting future. I crack jokes about that, but that ain't nothing to play with. There ain't nothing to play with. She was like, why do you need to look at my phone? And then that's when Rob was like, well, I'm messed up in the head. And she was like, aren't you still texting women? He was like, yeah. So that's when she was, later on in the show, that's when she's hollering into the phone, you're testing other bitches. But he mentioned to Scott Disick, yeah, she's always putting me out. That is a friggin' problem to me. I don't know why women do that. Why do women put men out the house? Like, why do you, one of these days you gonna put him out the house and he gonna stay out the house. Anyway, guys, the people you meet on the way up are the people you meet on the way down. YouTubers, let's be good to each other. Peace.